Hey, it's Rob from Great Lakes Now. I want to tell you about a documentary called Finding Manoomin, A Search for the Spirit of Wild Rice. It comes to us from Minnesota Public Radio, specifically from Leah Lem, who's a senior editor there. She's both the documentary's director and its subject. We spoke with Leah about Finding Manoomin, so here she is with a little preview of the film.
Before making the documentary, harvesting wild rice, processing wild rice was largely a mystery, sort of a misty cloud over the process. But while making the documentary, that cloud lifted and I was able to see the magic behind the recipes, behind the delicious food that's really important to my people. I'm Leah Lem. I'm a citizen of the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe. There are a lot of ways that I practice my culture, but ricing was never one of them, and I sort of felt bad. When my family moved to Grand Rapids, we decided as a family that we wanted to experience up north life, the woodlands life, in a way that was just closer to nature. I took a photo of when the grasses were really high, and I sent it to a friend, and he goes, "Oh, the wild rice is looking pretty good." And I was like, "Is that what that is?" So now I know better. Finding Manoomin is about me trying to connect to wild rice, a very important food to my people, to the Ojibwe people, and other Indigenous people. As an Ojibwe person, I feel a little like I'm missing out on something. This food that grows on water, that was a part of our prophecy. And yeah, I think I'll be able to connect with my culture more. I gotta make sure I don't miss my turn. Okay. In that process, I connect with community members, I connect with family members, and learn about history and culture.
I'm the site manager here at the Mille Lacs Indian Museum and Trading Post, which is a historic site of the Minnesota Historical Society.
And I hear you have quite a few items that explore wild rice. How about we get started?
This is our story of how we got to be in this particular place.
Wild rice, or Manoomin, is a relative, is a spirit.
It's so much more than a food source, though, too. You know, it really does embody who we are, where we come from.
I always heard about the Ojibwe migration and how important wild rice, how important Manoomin was to our migration.
It was a migration that took hundreds of years across mostly the Great Lakes and till they got to Mille Lacs here in about the mid-1700s. They were told they were supposed to go until they found food growing on the water. And when they got into the northern parts of Wisconsin and into Minnesota, they found that food growing on the water, which is Manoomin, or wild rice.
As I was making the documentary, I realized that I would have to open myself up, open up my own story, and face some of my own vulnerabilities, my own realities of not understanding, not practicing culture, where others I knew were, are experts in something.
So I'm wrapping up my wrists and my ankles to keep all the bugs out.
So do you get a lot of bugs?
Yeah.
We are about to go racing, and I have these knockers here. I'm gonna try to scoop over the grass and then get the rice off and into the canoe and do it very gracefully without falling in.
Go up that river all the way to the road and come back. Go ahead.
Got my hat, got my glasses, got duct tape everywhere. Gotta get my sea legs. It was very physical, very warm.
So when you pull it in,
Really strong, huh?
yep,
Yep. Took a little bit of time to figure out.
pull it in, and swipe it. Yep,
Just go every other side.
yep, right there. That's better for it right there.
But over the course of a couple hours, I got into a rhythm.
Okay, that's just a little taste. If you want to watch the whole film, and I don't know why you wouldn't, you can just click right here.